Just at first glance, I purchased this from Beauty Bay. It was £39 and it is in the shade of Sundipped. So these are metallic powder highlighters for intense luminosity. And just at a first glance, the packaging is like this. It comes in a little sleeve and then you actually have pretty much the exact same thing here. So when you open them up, you have a clear little slip there so nothing kind of breaks off, and this is what these guys look like, and they are beautiful. First glance, I would say this is for more deeper skin tones. However, because there are two lighter shades here, I tend to mix the darker ones in with the lighter ones. So with just one swatch, I'm going to zoom in and show you guys kind of how they transfer on the fingers and also how they blend on my arm with my fingers and also two different brushes. Just at a first glance, this is what these guys look like. So they're super pigmented. So this is them swatched with my fingers, and as you can see, these are super pigmented. At the bottom we have tourmaline, which is kind of a pinky purple highlight, but it is pretty golden at the same time. Then above it we have moonstone, which is kind of a pinky champagne colour again. Then above that we have bronzed, which is, like it claims, a super bronzed golden highlight. And on the top we have summer, which is a really nice kind of yellow goldy based highlight. So the first one I'm going to show you from this palette is the top one here called Moonstone, and this is kind of the pinky champagne one. So I'm just going to use a bog standard setting brush, quite compact and dense. Just going to apply this so you can see how glowy it really is. I'll grab my phone so you guys can really see the highlight. So I'm just taking it on a little fan brush just for a bit more of a sheer application. And again, you can see it's much more sheer compared to the dense brush that we used. Okay, so the next shade I'm going to try out is Summer, which is this really nice kind of champagne-y colour. And I'm again taking it on this same brush, and I'm literally just going to push the product on like this, so you can see how super glowy that is. The reason I'm using this brush is because it just applies it more compact, just kind of applies more. Then I'm just going to take the fan brush and just show you guys how this looks. So again, the fan brush is going to give you a bit more of a sheer application while still being very glowy. So those are Summer. So next we have Tourmaline, which is this one here, and just applied on this brush. This one I'm sure you can see it's kind of got a pinky purpley hue to it, but you can see how it may not be so like applicable for kind of fair skin, because it does have a tinge of colour. And then just on the fan brush, I'm just going to show you guys, it has again a bit more of a sheer application, and I feel like with the fan brush you can definitely see the more pinky hues to it, whereas this one's kind of a bit more of a purpley hue. So those are Tourmaline. This is Bronzed, and this is just a typical kind of coppery bronze colour. Packing it on, again we can see that this would be too dark for fair skin. However, you can also use this kind of over the top of bronzer if you wanted that really shimmery look. And that was the worst swatch I've ever come across in my life. But can you see the kind of metallic glow just here? And then just picking this up on my fan brush. This is probably the best one to use it with if you want to use it over the top of bronzer. Has more of kind of like a caramel subtle colour. So those were the swatches of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sundipped kit, glow kit even. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little short swatch video. It's just quite helpful if you kind of want to see the colours up close and personal. But in terms of the texture of this product, they are very metallic. They create kind of this like beautiful glow on your face. If you love a really intense highlight, use a domed brush like this. But if you want something a bit more kind of sheer, then I would go for using a fan brush. So you can use it even if you like subtle highlights, but the actual texture of the powder, it's very creamy, it's very buttery, they're super blendable. And even though this palette is quite expensive and it works out just under £10 for each of the pans, I think it is a truly spectacular product and everyone needs this in their makeup collection because it is so beautiful. So thank you so much for watching this video today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed these swatch videos, and I am sure to have a few more up. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.